I'm Erin.
And I'm Dana.
And this is
Crimes We Didn't Commit.
Here we go. I'm excited for this one.
Oh, are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I never know because the laptop is at you.
Well, somebody has to be an engineer.
And it's you.
And it is me. And I've learned so much.
You have, like from the beginning and the first several episodes you recorded. First of all, one of us couldn't be heard.
Yep.
And then you would try and fix it for hours.
There'd be an echo. It would fuck up.
Yeah.
It was really difficult. But yeah, I've really learned. Shout out to ChatGPT for helping me with all of this.
Thank you, interwebs.
Thank you so much, AI.
Yeah.
What would we do without AI right now?
I don't know, but it's also concerning how much I use it.
Yes.
Because I know that it's a lot of water consumption, and then at the same time, I think I'm getting dumber.
Yeah, I think people are relying on it too much.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the kids that are in school right now, you gotta know they're making their essays from there.
And you can definitely edit it to make it sound more like you.
Absolutely.
And things like that.
Well,
so these are going to be future doctors.
I know. And they're taking out the dashes and they're just making sure everything is edited right.
And it looks good.
Yeah.
Maybe throw in an incorrect comma splice.
I mean, remember when we were in school and I would type my essay up in Microsoft Word. Mm-hmm. And then you would do like the spell checking. It would go through everything. Yeah. And that's what we did.
And the grammar was right.
Yes.
But all the research or any of the writing came straight from us. Like we did so much work.
I remember using encyclopedias.
Yeah. I would have to go into books
and
like
dictionaries.
At the library.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And, I don't know how I did any college.
I
mean, it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
Like all of the studies are the same.
It's just
also,
they rely
heavily.
heavily.
A waste of time.
And it's a lot of money.
I am now in college again, and I have taken out loans. Mm-hmm. And I have a negative net worth.
Love that.
Yeah.
You don't have life insurance?
No.
Oh.
I don't have any insurance.
Not even health?
No.
Your job doesn't offer health insurance?
No.
Why do you work there?
Because it's nice. Because I'm in school and it's like not hard.
Yeah. Well, you're able to record a podcast during the week. So
yeah, on a Monday.
Yeah. Twice a week.
2:00.
Yeah.
So I think that it's worth it. I just won't get sick or break anything.
No, just be healthy and knock on wood right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm knocking on my leg, but
sometimes people have wood legs.
Oh, we watched this new show. It's called The Beast in Me.
Ooh.
I think it was on Netflix, and it's about this guy who is suspected to be a murderer.
Okay.
That he murdered his wife. And this writer ends up being able to like interview him, I guess. Anyway, it's this whole entire, like we go through the entire thing to find out whether or not he was the murderer or not.
Oh.
And a bunch of stuff goes down. But it was so good.
I might have watched that.
It was so good.
If it's on Netflix, more than likely I've seen it.
I want to say it is.
But
I very much enjoyed it.
It's day like 1,000,002 that Nancy Guthrie has been missing. Yeah. Where the fuck is Nancy at?
She is lost.
I think she just decided, you know what? I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend
off the grid.
The rest of my years somewhere else.
Where I want to be.
Yep.
By myself.
Yeah.
Maybe kind of like Enya. Like she's on, she's just in a castle with all her cats.
Well, you know when cats are like towards like the end of their life?
Yeah.
And they just like run away.
Do they? They're like they hide?
They hide because
they're just like, I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna go over here in the corner.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
And
I feel like that's how it works with my depression.
Same.
I just find a hole to sit in.
I just stay in bed, really.
Yeah. I mean, it's a hole.
I stay in bed when I'm happy, when I'm sad.
The bed is your safe place.
It really is.
It is.
It really is.
It's very comforting.
Well, the case that we're going to do...
Does it have anything to do with comforters?
These people that are in bed, it's not their safe space.
That is really unfortunate.
It sucks.
Because I'm sure they thought it was.
And it's not funny, but it's interesting how that just kind of was
just
a great
natural segue.
Yeah.
We're remarkable.
I know.
How did we do this?
I have no idea. But this case is about Daniel Harold Rolling.
Okay.
He was known as the Gainesville Ripper.
Ooh.
Yeah, he had a nickname.
intriguing.
And I'm sure most serial killers love their nicknames.
Yeah, unless
you know?
it's a lame one.
Yeah. What are some lame ones?
I don't remember them, but I'm sure there are some. There has to be.
They all deserve lame ones.
If you know any lame serial killer names, please write in at crimeswedidn'tcommit@gmail.com or DM us.
So Daniel was born on May 26, 1954. He was one of two sons born to James Harold Rolling and Claudia Beatrice. They're originally from Georgia. Georgia. His dad was a former Korean war vet and also was a police officer. He often abused his wife and sons for frivolous reasons.
I was just like, oh, he was a vet and a police officer. How
You're
nice.
like,
You know, he's really serving the community.
No, he was super abusive.
Hate him.
One time, his mom tried to commit suicide just to like get away from him.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It gets crazy. Things like breathing in a way that displeased him would like make him rage out and get
That's
abusive.
relatable.
Yeah.
I get it.
Like close your mouth and breathe.
Yeah.
Come on.
Or chew over there.
Oh, the chewing.
I chew really loudly.
Oh, I can't eat with you. He would also make it aware that Daniel was unwanted from birth.
Oh.
So immediately trauma.
Yeah. Right off the bat.
Why'd
you have him?
You're not supposed to be here.
Where'd you come from?
Get out of here. James once pinned Rolling to the ground, handcuffed him, and had police take his son away because he was embarrassed by him. Which, what do you abuse your power? Dad. Yeah.
Like handcuffed who?
His son.
And had the police take him away.
Yeah. He called his police buddies.
He's breathing wrong.
Yeah. Come get this kid. In another story, Rolling had a dog, but James beat the dog so often that it died in his son's arms.
No.
Yeah.
No. I hope he kills his dad. I mean.
Well.
Okay.
As a teenager and young adult, Rolling was arrested several times for robberies in Georgia and Alabama and was caught spying on a woman getting undressed.
Okay. That's not good.
No, it's not good.
None of those things are good.
But James did shoot his dad in the face.
Did he live?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I know.
But he has a major injury.
Huge.
So.
Probably looks ugly now.
Yeah.
As an adult, he had trouble trying to assimilate into society and holding down a steady job. At one point, Rolling worked as a waiter at a restaurant in Louisiana, but eventually he ended up in Florida, living in a small camp in a wooded area near apartment complexes.
Okay, so he just kept moving.
He just went homeless, basically.
Yeah, he was just a nomad.
He just had his own.
He didn't know where to be.
He just wanted to be off grid.
Yeah.
But like in a city.
I guess, where it's warm.
Now, on August 24th of 1990, in the early morning hours, Rolling broke into an apartment of two university freshmen, 18-year-old Sonia Larson and 17-year-old Christina Powell. He brought with him a
Automatic?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I can't believe I couldn't say it.
It's okay, I got you.
So a semi-automatic pistol and a K-bar knife.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He was prepared to kill.
He went in to do that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Christina was asleep on the couch downstairs. Rolling stood over her, but didn't wake her up. Creepy. He chose to move upstairs to a bedroom where Sonia was sleeping. Rolling taped Sonia's mouth shut to cover her screams. She was stabbed on her arms and received a slashing blow to her left thigh.
Those are not killing wounds.
No.
Those are, what are those called when it's not a killing one?
Hurt ones. Ones that
it's
hurt.
not like non-fatal. There's saying.
Some of them are defensive wounds, like on her arms.
Yeah.
We'll figure out the saying. Miss Larson maintained consciousness for less than a minute and died as a direct result of the stab wounds inflicted by Rolling.
Oh, wow.
He then went back downstairs. He taped Christina's mouth shut, bound her wrists together behind her back, and threatened her with the knife as he cut her clothes off. He raped her and forced her face down onto the floor. He stabbed her 5 times in the back.
Wow.
Now,
but he didn't rape the first victim.
But after he killed Christina, he went back upstairs, raped Sonia's corpse.
Oh.
He posed the bodies in sexual provocative positions and took a shower before leaving the apartment.
Nice. Okay.
Like, what?
Okay. So, interesting.
He did that.
That is just, this is the first one that was,
Committed.
on his list of committings. That's a very big, like, that's not, how some people,
He just went all in.
Yeah, he went all the way in.
Yeah. Less than 48 hours later, Rowling, during the evening hours of Saturday, August 25th, he broke into the apartment of college student Krista Hoyt. She was 18, a chemistry honors student. This was located about 2 miles away from the first crime scene by prying open the sliding glass door with a screwdriver. Armed with the same automatic pistol and K-bar knife, Rowling waited in the living room, waiting for Krista to get back home.
Oh, so he staked this out.
Yeah. Well, he was peeking in her window a few
Okay.
days beforehand.
Okay.
When Krista eventually returned home at about 11 a.m., Rowling surprised her from behind, placing her in a chokehold and subduing her after a brief struggle. He taped her mouth shut and her hands and then led her into the bedroom where, after cutting and tearing off her clothes and undergarments, he forced her onto the bed, threatened her with his K-bar knife, and raped her. Rowling subsequently turned Krista face down in her bed and stabbed her through the back, rupturing her aorta and killing her.
So it's interesting that he keeps stabbing in the back.
Yeah,
I
it's like he doesn't want to see their faces.
Yeah, I find that to be kind of odd.
Yeah, same. After arriving back at his campsite, Rowling could not find his wallet. Thinking he may have lost it at the murder scene, he returned there, at which he decapitated Krista.
Okay. So
I don't know why that was
why he needed
necessary.
to do that.
He's like, you know what? While I'm here.
Well, yeah, let me just gotta check this off my to-do list.
And then he posed her body in a sitting position at the edge of her bed and placed her head on a shelf facing the corpse.
Oh, weird.
Weird.
That is really weird.
He later claimed his intent was to add the shock of whoever discovered her.
Okay.
Like, sick. Oh.
That is really sick. But I mean, that's not the first time a serial killer has done that. It's just all shock value.
Yeah.
They want to get a reaction out of people. Not that, a murder wouldn't get a reaction out of someone by itself.
I mean, just her body alone.
Yeah, is more than enough.
Plenty
for
enough
a shock
trauma.
value.
Right. A litter
Of kittens.
a little over a day later at approximately 3 a.m. on August 27th. So these are happening.
These are really like in quick succession.
Consecutively. Rowling entered a third apartment occupied by roommates and college students Tracy Pauls, 23, and Manuel, I couldn't say this last name, but Tabauda,
Okay, that sounds right.
also 23.
Okay.
Again, Rowling broke into the apartment by prying open the double glass sliding door with the same screwdriver he used to enter Krista's apartment.
They need to recall those doors.
How do you open a door with a screwdriver?
I don't know. I don't know how to open a door with the key. Without, I need the right key. Sometimes with the key.
If I'm locked out of my house, there's no way in hell
That's
I can
it.
use a screwdriver.
Absolutely not.
Unless I
not
broke
even
a
with
window?
the sliding door.
No.
Like, I don't.
No.
What the fuck?
So he went in, he attacked Manuel first, stabbing him in the solar plexus and penetrating his thoracic vertebrae.
So the solar plexus. When looking at the... Welcome to Doctor Corner with Dana and Aaron, where we are not medical providers.
So I don't know what the solar plexus is, but I do know that the vertebra is his spine. So my guess is it's like the back of his head.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Solar is like the sun is up. So must be top. Plexus sounds like it could be like shoulder for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like your shoulder's plexus.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
Manuel was awakened by the blow. So he was sleeping and struggled to fight off his assailant.
Well,
Assailant?
Yeah.
That's
Assailant,
right.
yeah.
Rolling repeatedly stabbed him on the arms, hands, chest, legs, and face, and
Wow.
eventually killed him.
I would think so.
Yeah. Hearing the commotion caused by the struggle, Tracy Pauls approached Manuel's bedroom and, catching a glimpse of Rolling, fled to her room where she attempted to lock the door. Rolling, who was covered in Manuel's blood, followed Pauls and broke through her bedroom door. He was just like, pow.
Yeah, must be very strong. Also, why didn't she run out of the apartment? I'm wondering if he blocked it somehow.
Possibly.
Or like that was on the way to the door.
Yeah, so she just ran.
backtracked.
I mean, it's fight or flight, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's no...
Which I would have frozen.
Yeah.
I would have stood there and been like, hello.
Yeah. I'm next. Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Rolling subdued her, taped her mouth and her hands, and cut or tore off her t-shirt. Mm-hmm. He raped her and threatened her with his knife before turning her over on the bed again, in like killing her in the back, stabbing her
interesting.
In the back. Finally, Rolling cleaned and posed the body of Tracy Pauls and left the apartment.
I'm wondering, like, if the back thing, I know that if they're facing away from you, number one, they are very vulnerable in that position because they can't see you.
Yeah.
But she's already tied up.
Well,
and
I don't think it's so much she can't see him, but he can't see her.
right. And also it could be like a self-esteem type thing or whatever. It is connected to his, like you're saying.
Yeah. So he had some sorts
of something.
He had some sorts of feelings.
He's sorting them out.
By this time, the murders had attracted widespread media attention. Like, who the fuck is killing all these college students? Many students had begun taking precautions, such as changing their daily routines and sleeping together in groups.
Oh, wow. That's smart. That's really smart. I don't think about my daily routines because I'm pretty consistent in my routines just in general.
But if people are being murdered around you,
you're going to start switching
you're
it
gonna
up.
be like, hey, do you want to come over and not be alone?
Of course. Yeah.
Because the spree was happening so early in the fall semester, some students withdrew their enrollment and transferred to other schools.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That means, I mean, if
They're
that's
like, I'm
happening,
getting the fuck out of here.
I feel like that means the police are going to start taking action soon because it's impacting their monies.
Although law enforcement initially had very few leads, police identified 2 suspects.
Cool.
One suspect was Edward Lewis Humphrey. He was 20 years old. Sorry.
Okay. He was in the 20s.
He was 20 years old, University of Florida student with a history of mental illness who had been convicted of felony assault against his grandmother. He was held in custody for 5 months until a grand jury refused to indict him on the murder charges, citing insufficient evidence.
Okay, that's fair. There wasn't any evidence.
Yeah.
He was just a suspicious person.
He just had a criminal history.
Yeah.
That's it. Authorities publicly cleared him of all charges, and the other suspect they had was also later cleared.
Okay, so
they're back to
both
square
subjects
one.
were not him.
Yeah.
Okay.
August 1990, a Shreveport, Louisiana resident, Cindy, heard a news report about a string of murders as she traveled through the Florida Panhandle.
Okay.
The report made her think about Rolling, whom she met at her Louisiana hometown church, and his possible link to murders of a family called the Grissoms in Shreveport.
Oh.
She thought of him because one night Rolling told her and her husband that he likes to stick knives into people.
Okay.
Yeah. So
were they just like, okay, would you like more tea?
well, the husband told the wife, Cindy, yeah, he's got to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So they immediately were like, yeah, no, we don't.
You're not our friend anymore.
No, we can't. You
crazy.
gotta go.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're busy.
Bye.
Louisiana police alerted Florida authorities to an unsolved triple murder in Shreveport on November 4th, 1989.
Okay.
Detectives noted similarities between the Gainesville murders and those of 55-year-old William Grissom, his 24-year-old daughter, Julie, and his 8-year-old grandson, Sean.
Oh, wow.
So sad. The family was attacked in their home while preparing for dinner. Afterwards, Julie Grissom's body had been mutilated, cleaned, and posed.
Oh, so just like he's doing with the others.
Super common.
Very
like,
similar.
The same MO.
Yeah.
The same staging, all of that. The investigator, Don Maines, with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, he traveled to Shreveport, Louisiana in November of 1990 because of the similarities between the two sets of murders. These included posing of the victims, tape residue on the victims' bodies, and vinegar used to cleanse the bodies.
Interesting.
That's what I thought. Vinegar. I didn't know.
I don't know what I know vinegar can be
do.
used for cleaning.
But as far as like, does that get rid of DNA? Like,
I mean, maybe.
yeah, I don't know.
It's acidic. I feel like it could potentially break it down.
Maybe he couldn't get bleach. It was too expensive.
It could have been too expensive. Vinegar's pretty cheap.
Vinegar's cheap.
Yeah.
And it's in most households.
That's true.
Maine said that they tested the body fluids from the perpetrator in Shreveport and found that this person had a type B blood type.
Okay. I think it's pretty awesome that he went to go investigate something that looked similar.
Yeah.
Because
it's genius.
It is. It makes a lot of sense to do that.
And shout out to Cindy.
Yes.
Because that lead
calling that in.
Yeah.
Because otherwise there would have not been that connection.
Exactly. They would have no idea.
Hear something, remember something,
say something. He called the match to the evidence in Gainesville a revelation in the case. Investigators responded to the tip and quickly found Rolling, who had been arrested on September 7th, 1990 in Florida for robbing a supermarket.
It's so funny that they get arrested for stuff like robbery, but not the murders.
No. Well, because there's
CCTV footage. There's all those things.
And they're so much more careful, I feel like, because of how heinous the crimes are.
Yes.
That they feel like if they can get away with that, then they can get away with small crimes like robbery.
Right.
The robbery was committed 10 days after the bodies of Paul and Manuel were found. So again, very
quick,
close after. Yeah. Rolling was being held in the Marion County Jail 40 miles south of Gainesville. While being held, investigators realized that Rolling had multiple convictions for armed robbery. They also realized he could have also been responsible for the bank robbery that occurred on the day Krista Hoyt's body was found. So he's just out here committing crimes left and right.
Things. Also, it would be really cool to be able to do like a bank heist.
I agree.
I wouldn't do it, but it would be so cool.
Well, I love like movies that have bank heists.
Yeah.
I think it's, wow, they really thought of that. You know?
And it just looks so cool. They make crime look cool.
But don't
commit crimes.
We didn't. So they returned to the evidence locker. So after they, the murders had occurred, they returned to the evidence locker where the gun, screwdriver, bag of money, and cassette player were stored. And they listened to the tapes, which we'll get into that later.
Okay.
They found tools matching marks left on the Gainesville murder scenes. The small camp where he had been living in the wooded area near the apartments. Investigators discovered audio diaries he had made alluding to the crimes. So even more.
Okay. They're getting a stack of evidence here.
Oh, yeah. Investigators determined that Rolling had type B blood, like the suspect in both the Gainesville and Shreveport murders.
Moida.
On November 15th, 1991, the grand jury of Alachua County indicted appellant Danny Rolling for this serial murders. He was charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder, 3 counts of sexual battery, and 3 counts of armed burglary of a dwelling with a battery. He claimed his motive was to become a superstar, similar to Ted Bundy. Yeah. Like, come on.
That is... Be a superstar for something else.
Why do you want to sensationalize murder?
Also, the outcome at the end of incarceration is not worth it.
No.
It is not.
But he thought of his murders as like an art form. The way that he posed the bodies.
Right.
He
should
obviously...
have taken a painting.
I mean, go paint.
Go paint something. You could take pictures of people posing.
Fruit basket.
So many things.
Anything.
It doesn't matter. Just not murdering.
In 1994, before his trial could get underway, Rowling unexpectedly pleaded guilty to all charges.
Oh.
So instead of going to trial, saying not guilty, doing the whole deal, he was like, you know what?
I did it.
I did it.
Nice. Okay. So, I mean, that's good.
Yeah. June 9th of 1992.
I was born then. Not June 9th, but...
On June 9th, 1992, Rowling entered a plea of not guilty on all counts. The day that was set for trial, on February 15th, 1994, he changed his plea to guilty on all counts.
Interesting. So he had some time to think. Also, why is the trial that
it takes so long? 2 years, yeah.
Gosh, it blows my mind how the judicial system works.
It's insane.
It doesn't make sense to me.
The trial court accepted Rowling's plea after reviewing with him the factual basis for it and adjudicated for him guilty on all counts.
Okay.
So he's like, yeah, you did it. The penalty phase proceeding was held, and the jury recommended that Rowling be sentenced to death for each murder by a vote of 12-0.
Oh, nice.
I know.
He has to get killed a lot of times.
Yeah. 12 times. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Rowling tried to appeal with many denials. And on April 20th of 1994, Rowling was sentenced to death. Shortly before he was executed in Florida for the series of killings in Gainesville, Rowling claimed responsibility for the Shreveport murders, handing his spiritual advisor a handwritten confession and apology. Rowling had a last meal of lobster tail. He sang a gospel hymn, but made no statement immediately before his execution, which was witnessed by many of his victims' relatives.
Oh.
He was executed by lethal injection at Florida State Prison on October 25th of 2006, after the U.S. Supreme Court rejected a last-ditch appeal. He was pronounced dead at 6:13 p.m.
Wow.
So he just was killed.
Huh.
Bye-bye.
That would be such an interesting thing to witness.
I
don't want to.
I think it would be one of those things where, yeah, it sounds something like I would want to do, but then during and after, I would ask myself why I did that.
Yeah, like putting someone's life in, like, it's not, I mean, you're not putting it in your hands. Obviously, the judge decides and the jury and whatever. But for some reason, this time when we were talking about it, made me feel not good.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I do think that, like, if you are a victim, like, if your family, I'm sure that is a very satisfying justice. But it is very interesting to, like, think about.
Yeah, well, we've seen it on TV shows.
Oh, yeah, plenty of times. And it's also a wild thing to look at. Yeah. Even though it's fake on shows.
Right. I immediately have the feeling of being there.
Yeah.
Like,
it's very heavy.
It's a very heavy thing to watch. And like I said, even it being fake.
Yeah.
It's
just the idea.
We just, like, kill people.
Right.
For justice.
Right.
Which
is a very, I understand it. I do get it. Totally. I understand both sides, honestly.
But it's just watching somebody be completely vulnerable.
Like that. But I think that we're separating the crimes they've committed from it. We're seeing them just a human.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And not the monster that they were or are.
Yeah.
So.
Well, then I think about them as a child.
Yeah,
and what the innocence is. And man, how did they get to where they're at? Because
it's fucking dad's fault.
No one is born
that way.
At
least I don't think so. But maybe. I mean, some people have a chemical
imbalance
of sorts
of murder.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
There's an impulse in there, maybe for some people.
I think every baby is. Okay, so you're probably wondering, what did the recording say?
I was wondering. Thank you for asking or saying.
You're so welcome. One of the tapes consisted of a 58-minute recording.
That's a lot of minutes.
That's a lot of minutes. It's like an hour.
Yeah, that's a long time.
So he wrote original songs and he sang them. There was 11 country-style songs.
So that's how he wanted to be a star.
While playing a guitar.
He just didn't know how to get his foot in the door.
Here's some of the names of the songs.
Mm-hmm.
Mystery Rider, It contained chilling lyrics about a killer, a drifter gone insane, and a rebel no one can tame. Another song, Broken Hearts, included the line, "Little girls are not all sugar and spice."
Oh.
So he was a poet.
Yeah, clearly. Just a Robert Frost. He was a poet.
He also had messages to his family.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not up to my poet game.
I don't know.
I'm not strong in that area. He recorded emotional messages to his mother, brother, and father, whom he shot in the face. He expressed love and apologized for letting them down, while also confronting his father about his abusive upbringing.
He had a bunch of unresolved trauma.
Yeah. He was like, "I'm so sorry, Mom, brother, father. Please don't think of me differently. Dad, you fucking suck. You hit me and hurt me and said I wasn't wanted."
Dang. If he had just gone to therapy, you know, and got on some like Wellbutrin or something.
Some like Zoloft or Lexapro.
I don't know.
I think therapy would have been like
It would have been
a
very,
big deal.
Yeah. I don't think he even had that idea.
He also spoke about his religious beliefs and his disdain for the corrupt legal system, which he called a system of the devil. He stated he would rather be judged by God than by men.
Okay, does he think that his actions are good in the eyes of God? Like, I'm not picking up what he's putting down.
I think he's more of like a ask for forgiveness from God thing than he is like, I'm going to live by the will of God.
Right. That's okay. What did he think was so corrupt about the justice system, I wonder? I mean, he was committing robberies and murders.
He clearly has...
He was like, that's
no
should
respect
be legal.
For the law. Maybe, though, it's because his dad was a police officer. So,
didn't even connect those dots.
His dad, you know, abused the power.
Okay.
And
I mean, that's very corrupt.
I'm thinking that is where
would
that
make
comes
a lot
from.
of sense.
He wrote or said sign off for the murders. The tape concluded with a haunting final message. It says, "Well, I'm going to sign off for a little bit. I've got something I've got to do. I love you. Bye." Prosecutors use this as evidence of premeditation.
Oh, yeah.
Believing that he left the campsite to commit his first murders immediately after stopping recording.
I'd believe that.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Got some things to do.
I'm needed. I'm needed somewhere. I have an appointment. I'll record later.
God wants me to do this.
The tapes were considered a turning point in the investigation because Rowling identified himself by name on the recording, directly linking him to the campsite and the nearby crime scenes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Which I think is insane.
They always keep a diary, a log.
They do.
Something.
Most of the murders that we have talked about.
They all kept something.
They kept something.
Yeah. Don't keep trophies. Look, guys, if you want to murder someone, don't keep a diary.
Don't record anything.
Don't record anything.
No.
Don't keep trophies.
Throw away your camera.
Yeah. You need to take ego out of it.
Yeah.
Okay? You're doing this for you.
Yeah. You're doing this for you. For God. You're doing this for God.
Stick it to the man.
Yeah.
Okay?
Fuck the justice system.
Obviously, don't commit murder.
No,
but
don't. And thank you, the justice system, for when you do right sometimes.
When you do the good things.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I mean, it's not always
sunshines
great.
And daisies. Or something.
Love daisies.
Whatever the saying. Rainbows and...
Sunshine.
Butterflies? No?
Rainbows and... Sunshine and rainbows.
Sunshine, rainbows and butterflies?
I think it's sunshine and rainbows.
Okay. Is there only one saying? I feel like there's more than one.
I feel like there's probably more.
Let's ask God.
Dear God. It's not always blessings and curses. Or it is.
Or maybe it is.
I don't know. But there are videos that I am going to put in the show notes.
Of what?
As far as like the murders. No.
Oh.
As far as some of the trial and news coverage.
Okay.
And things like that.
It is cool to see stuff like from back in the, quote unquote the day, even though it wasn't that long ago.
Well, and wait till you see a picture of him. He looks like he could be
Your buddy?
a history teacher at a high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you have glasses?
Do
Oh, okay.
You'd
Do
have
you have a
to wear
mustache?
glasses. No, maybe
What kind of
not your
history teacher?
maybe not your okay, math. Or PE. I don't fucking know. He looks like he works at a school.
He works sex ed.
The DARE program. I was gonna say something so stupid. Like the DARE program, but like for murder. He's like,
Yeah.
don't do murders while he's out doing murders.
I feel like that's usually how it works.
He's teaching law.
Yeah, that would make sense.
He's a law teacher.
Of course he is.
So, yeah. I love this case, though. I thought it was so interesting.
It's so fast.
It's so fast.
It's a really fast case because it all happened very
Boom,
quickly.
boom, boom, boom,
There
boom.
wasn't room for him to be caught because
it was
until the end.
within a week or two.
Right.
Like 2 weeks. He's just being
He's
most
just-
heinous.
Yeah.
Honestly, like the posing.
Terrible.
Are you kidding me?
Right. Which I wonder where he got that idea from. Oh, wait.
No,
You said
Ted Bundy didn't
he
do
didn't
it.
do that.
There's similarities as far as like the college students,
Right.
the stabbings,
Yes.
those things.
But besides that,
Yeah. Besides that, that's his own thing.
It was his signature.
His original.
Yeah, and it was the Gainesville Ripper. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a solid name.
I mean, Ripper's pretty kind of badass.
It is.
Yeah. But he's a psycho.
Oh, yeah, he's not badass, but it's a cool name.
Yeah.
Like, it would be a cool, like, metal band name. Gainesville Ripper. Or, like, something. I don't know.
Okay, so I did look up the psychology behind stabbing victims in the back.
Okay.
So there's 4 reasons. So there's cowardice of fear or confrontation. Attackers who strike from behind often do so because they are unable or unwilling to face the victim directly. It can stem from fear of resistance, like they want to make sure they can't defend themselves.
Right.
Avoidance of humanizing the victim.
Which is what you were suggesting.
Direct eye contact can trigger empathy, which some killers subsequently or subconsciously avoid making the act harder.
Right. I mean, I assume that I would because I remember we talked about how some, like serial killers especially, they need to have that ability to empathize in order to get people in.
Reel them in.
You know, and
But
be able
this
to
guy,
connect to people.
I don't think
I don't think that he did.
any, but maybe to the point of like actually taking a life. He didn't want to watch the life leave them.
Right.
Which
He could also potentially be a coward. I mean, I don't think that he has a fear of confrontation.
No.
Because clearly he was willing to confront them. And also he stabbed them from the front originally. But to kill them,
yeah.
he would generally flip them over and stab them in the back, and then it was a done deal.
And then it was over. Yeah. So the next one is ambush and tactical advantage. So it eliminates witness. Like, let's say he stabs them and they survive. Then
Right.
they can't, provide information on what they look like or
That is true.
Whatever.
That makes a lot of sense.
control and power. The act of attacking someone who is unaware or vulnerable can provide the perpetrator with a sense of total domination.
Okay.
So again, it's like about power, like throwing them down. I
Yeah.
control you. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
Then there's symbolic betrayal and internalized rage. So this is like the narcissistic injury.
Okay.
If the attacker feels humiliated or rejected, they may lash out in a cowardly way to regain a sense of superiority without risking further ego damage in a fair fight. So
Interesting.
again, making it so they are unable to do anything.
So we do know, based off of his songs, his album, that he felt pretty shitty about himself. He pretty much hated himself.
Yeah.
And he thought that he was pretty worthless.
Yeah.
And that he let everyone in his family down, even though his dad's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So I think that connecting it to that, I know that that would make him feel like power and dominance, and it might boost his ego a little bit, being able to commit these murders. I mean, that makes sense to me. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think I don't know, I keep going back to he didn't want to watch them.
Yeah.
Or he didn't want them to see him killing them or
Right.
or whatever. I don't think it had anything to do with
because they were alive to the point, like eventually they bled out.
Yeah.
I don't think the backstabbing in particular killed them. Mm-hmm. I think that the bleeding out probably did.
Yeah.
But it was like he was done after they were flipped over and stabbed in the back. Like that marked the end of his. That was it. Yeah. Well, that was the end scene.
Unless he went back to some of the bodies.
Oh, yeah.
Engaged in necrophilia.
Right.
And then posed them. So
that is true too.
I think that as far as he didn't want to watch the life.
Yeah.
Actually
You're stuck on that. Yeah.
End. That's just
the
keep
only
going
thing
back
that makes
to
sense.
That. Yeah. And then there's the research on backstabbing personalities suggests that individuals who avoid direct conflict in daily life may resort to literal attacks from behind when their hidden rage finally boils over.
Okay.
So again, something similar.
Yeah.
And then there's just overkill.
Which I definitely think that it was.
Intense emotion.
Yes. I think that he had a lot of bottled emotion.
Yeah.
That he didn't know how to get out. And that was the only way. Because he didn't talk about like friends,
No.
Or anything. Like he was a loner. He was a drifter.
He had a hard time with society.
As a whole.
I mean, he lived in a tent in the woods. It's completely ostracized from,
everything.
Him ostracizing himself.
Yes.
From
he made
humanity.
That decision.
Yeah.
Pretty young too. He made that decision.
Let's see. It also indicates cumulative rage or like frenzied state where the attacker continues to strike even after the victim has turned away to flee or has fallen.
Okay.
So again,
that could make sense
That
too.
could make sense. There's also jealousy, but I don't think that's the case at all. Intense hostility, which the perpetrator to annihilate the victim.
I don't think that he was that kind of person. I don't think that like he hated women. And there was also a man that he killed. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
I don't know either. I think he definitely had some rage though, because there were certain victims that he stabbed like
a lot,
26 times.
Right.
And you don't do that. You don't do that like, I'm just so happy, or like, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
There's some sorts of like...
There's something behind that.
There's gotta be rage.
There's a rage. There's a sadness. There's something.
Yeah.
Going along with that. But also at the same time, maybe he just did that to fuck with us. Like, maybe there isn't anything behind it at all.
No, I think he just like wanted to, obviously...
He wanted to make sure it was done.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. Mm-hmm. But beyond that, I mean, we'll never really know because he's dead.
He's a goner.
He's dead now.
I wish we could talk to him.
That would be cool. Maybe.
Shout
should we get a Ouija board?
Yeah. Hell no. I don't want a Ouija board.
Next episode, we're going to be possessed.
No, God, no.
Welcome to Crime
Oh my God, that'd be insane.
Also, the solar plexus.
Oh, let's get into that.
It's a dense network of nerves in the upper abdomen behind the stomach that controls digestive organ function and acts as a central communication hub. It's often associated with the Manipura chakra, which is the third chakra in yoga. It's symbolized by the color yellow. It also...
I wonder what mine looks like, or is it healthy? Is that what they say when they talk about gut health?
It does have to do with your digestive tract.
Yeah.
So, maybe we just need to get our chakras in order.
The yellow one.
The yellow. Just the yellow.
Yeah.
The rest of it, fuck.
I'm going to wear yellow tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
I did just buy a yellow pair of sweatpants.
Whoa.
I know.
Yellow sweatpants. Are they like
Aviator
Easter
Nation?
Yellow? Does that make sense?
No, they're a little bit yellow.
Okay.
I'll show you a picture.
Like pea yellow?
Yeah,
yellow.
Like
sun yellow.
A dehydrated pea yellow.
Okay. So like darker yellow? I need to see them.
Yeah,
it's
I'll
okay.
show you a picture.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
They're super cute.
But also this part of your body, it's part of the sympathetic nervous system, and it controls that fight or flight. I don't think that he was particularly aiming for that, but he did do that to the male.
Ooh, that's interesting.
So that was a weird connection. I mean, we're grasping at straws here, but that's the saying, right? Grasping at straws? Okay.
Yes.
I don't know.
Grasping at straws. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds right.
We are so smart. People listen to this and they're like, wow, they're so dumb.
So genius.
They're going to go so far with this podcast.
So far. So I think that that's interesting because when you feel like that knot in your stomach for pain or anxiety, that's the plexus.
That's the plexus. My solar plexus.
Yes.
Interesting.
Your yellow chakra.
Shout out
to
My plexus.
chakras.
And your plexus.
Anyway, well,
super cool. Not the case, but the
yeah, no. I mean, it is a cool case, but it's just such a fast case. Like, it's wild.
it's just like boom, 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 boom.
And that's it.
So
Like, you could go over all of it so fast.
I know. I
And-
did.
Oh, yeah, I guess kind of.
I
Yeah, you
did.
did. If you have any more information about the psychology behind backstabbing,
Yeah. Well, there's also like best friends that backstab you or
That
family
is
members
true.
that backstab you.
yeah, it's a whole thing.
I mean, there's physical backstabbing.
Maybe he
there's
feels backstabbed by life.
emotional backstabbing.
Yeah. There's a lot of... Just don't
There's
do
a
that.
lot of backstabbing victims.
Don't backstab people.
Don't do it.
It's not nice.
All right.
We don't like that.
Stay safe.
And remember,
We didn't do it.